I meant exactly what I said. And I think that these borders should be defended with lethal force whenever it's being invaded.
I can't even push myself to say things like this if I wouldn't be the person that they say, hey, yo, bro, we about to give you the Gatling. We about to give you the Gatling. Let it rip. And I don't let it rip. I can't even say stuff like this. And I don't think Asmongold would do that, bro. I don't think he would go on the front lines and fight to the death with these people, bro. How you saying all this? You an introvert. How you saying all this? You got social anxiety, bro. Like, stop it. I'm tweaking. All right, bro. I hope this video don't get demonetized, bro. Asmongold's ban situation just got worse. I'm not necessarily happy that he got banned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am, actually. Yeah, I am. I don't really care. When people get banned on Twitch and all type of stuff, Asmongold he'd be the happiest one in the room. Now, he got banned, so congratulations, brother. You played yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know what happened, he went on a crazy psychopath rant about how a different country should handle their immigration, and there was a whole bunch of people that was running into the country and kind of just rushing the border ultimately, and he was like, bro, y'all should have let it rip. Just letting it rip into the crowd. Like, don't care about nothing, not the women, the children, the families, nothing. And he got a lot of backlash for that because what are you talking about, brother? Anyway, the video that I made about that specific situation, yeah, it got demonetized, so I didn't post it. So I'm gonna try to be a little more tame this time. I'm raising my cortisol levels. I ain't trying to do that. It's gonna mess up all my looks maxing. This video is by WestJet. If you guys like the video and want to lock in with WestJet, y'all could do that. Anyway, let's get to it.
Massive day for the unemployed. That's me.
Asmongold's bad situation is getting crazier, and he made a whole ass response, doubling down. Asmongold stands by border force comments amidst Twitch ban. Twitch hit his Zachrar channel with a 2-week ban and prompting backlash from Destiny and calls for permanence, while Asmongold accuses the platform of a left-wing bias and double standards.
Hey guys,
it wasn't even the USA. I digress.
it's me again.
Hi, sisters.
Apparently, he also had a cancer scare, which is not shocking. He is 57.
I'm 36 years old. I have had really no health problems ever in my entire life other than my teeth.
Asmongold's response to being banned for advocating to murder migrant children was to double down and then talk about other kinds of kids that should also be murdered. I'm not even joking. Are you confused
Madness.
because you missed my last video where, God forbid, you have a job? Basically, again, 60,000 sneakos ran into Spain from Morocco, and Asmongold was not having any of it.
And I think they should use guns to stop it. And I'm not sorry for saying that. And it doesn't matter what you try to use as, you know, emotional blackmail or something like that. Fundamentally, all of these different tools that these people use will never actually be applied in a universal way. These are the same people whose ideology leads them to thinking that 6-year-olds can transition to another gender.
Trans people just caught a stray.
Some of my best friends are trans.
In order for you to invade a country or in order for you to do terrorist attacks, I think that
This wasn't a terrorist attack. And it also wasn't invading a country. Well, not for the purpose of doing terrible things to the country. I'm pretty sure these people are just trying to migrate into a different country for a better life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Asmongold, dang, bro, I need to be careful what I say, bro. But Asmongold, like, he wants to live like a cave troll. That's him. That's him. Not everyone wants to live like a cave troll when they have the ability to not live like a cave troll. Also, make sure you guys like the video. This helps me out a lot. I'm working on getting my first 10,000 view video since I changed the content on this channel. But I really appreciate all you guys, and let's get back into the video. I'm just gonna stop it right there, bro. I'm just gonna stop right there. Like I said, my last video got demonetized about this situation. I was going too hard. I'm not gonna go that hard this time. Now, really quickly, I also went through and tried to figure out why so many people tried to migrate to Spain. And it turns out it was a lot of information going on social media. Because basically, if you enter Spain through the water, they passed a law where they can't deport you immediately. Right? So you might be able to stay a couple of days while they, you know, do due process and so on and so forth, and then deport you. But that wasn't what was going on social media. So they all thought if they crossed in through the water, they'll be able to go to Spain. But let's listen to the rest of it.
Migrants could stay in Spain permanently. In many cases, the legal process could take only a few days before deportation. But that wasn't the message spreading online. Human trafficking networks' viral social media posts falsely claimed that Spain's borders have been opened up. Combined with intelligence warnings that authorities reportedly received beforehand, the misinformation quickly spread across northern Morocco. At the same time, Morocco's youth unemployment remains above 67%. Spain, in the meanwhile, continues to offer significantly better economic opportunities.
Young people in Morocco thought that they can go into Spain and be able to live a better life and get jobs and so on and so forth because of social media. And then also a lot of the people that illegally went into Spain also decided to deport themselves after they realized that that wasn't the case. You feel me? So just letting it rip into the crowd is absolutely diabolical. This is after I've reacted to the video, but let's get back into the video. I just wanted to make sure that it made sense. Anyway.
Animal, and I'm not sorry for it, and I honestly think that most people agree with me. I think that almost everybody does. But unfortunately, we've had this...
He thinks that everybody agrees with him, but he lives under a rock. You don't know what people agree with, brother. You don't go outside. Yes, you know what the people on Reddit agree with. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it down a notch. You feel me? I digress.
Version of morality where these truly evil, malignant, pernicious people have been allowed.
People trying to migrate to a different country in order to have a better life aren't evil, malignant people. I'm gonna say that. I see he got his teeth fixed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to him about getting his teeth fixed though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out for the positivity in the vid. You know what I'm saying? I digress. Last time I made a video about Asmongold that I posted because the last one it got demonetized and I couldn't post it because it was like a waste at that point. But the last one that I made, people were like, "Oh my gosh, the jealousy." What jealousy, brother? I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? He got millions of dollars, but he decides to live like this. Why would you want to live like this? Why would you want to live like this? I wouldn't want to live a day in your head if you gonna live like this for no reason. You feel me? Let me get an M. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know I got an M the first day. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
To use this fake moral authority that they have to dictate that we have to allow terrorism, violence, and complete societal collapse.
Okay, see how he's mixing the two? Terrorism, violence. There was no terrorism, no violence. You know what I'm saying? Complete societal collapse. That was not a complete societal collapse. Yes, you know, they should have had better border controls, but some people need to get fired for that. That was y'all fault. Sorry, lock in. You feel me? So that's on y'all. You feel me? Hire better people. And situations like this won't happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just letting it rip into the crowd is not the answer at all. And you still trying to explain it, and it still don't make no sense.
If we don't allow this, somehow we're the ones that are evil.
Asmongold already got a girlfriend, so why is he the one cooking? Twitch is ideologically captured by left-wing terrorism supporters. Whether it's Islamic terrorism, BLM, or Tesla bombings, these leftists will always enable and promote it. They do this because it works, and also because the government refuses to hold them accountable.
The government? Who's at the head of the government, big dog? Donald Trump. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're having an illegal war. Just because Donald Trump said, bruh, you know what? I'm bombing these niggas. What are you talking about, brother? It's because the leftists are doing... Bruh, shut up, please. Turn off your computer. Get off Reddit, bro. Get off Reddit.
Never once have I ever heard about the human rights or the privileges or, you know, what's the right thing to do for all of the people in this city who are now having to be terrified in their homes, boarding their houses up. You have these migrants banging on their doors, smashing their windows, destroying their businesses.
Most of these sneakos can't even afford a shirt, and these people are landlords, is, you know, something Hassan would probably say.
Most of these sneakers are crazy.
I don't know.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can f your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
Is this like two truths and a lie? I know a leftist cuck will probably say he's joking, but like, what's the punchline? Asmongold is saving the white race by having a coalition with the Asian empire. Hassan Piker says he wants to destroy...
Yo, what the fuck? This shit is just so outlandish shit, bro. Yo, what are you talking about, bro? Oh my gosh. Okay.
The white race. Then Hassan says, I'm white, LMAO. Yeah, and I'm John C. A white guy named Hassan. Sure, buddy. It reminds me of that Superbad movie when he tried to make...
I mean, my name is Shafiq. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Arab. I'm Puerto Rican and black. How did that happen? Only Lord knows. Only Lord knows. You know what I'm saying? They just like the name. It was a cool name. You know what I'm saying? Shafiq means it means kind-hearted and forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make these videos, I laugh, I joke, I talk my shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very kind-hearted and forgiving. Like, I don't really care. Like all the shit that I say in these videos, bro, that shit do not raise my cortisol levels, bro. Like, even this video, I'm talking mad shit. This shit does not raise my cortisol levels. I'm literally just having fun. You feel me? Just talking shit, having fun, bro. That's what I do. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue.
Make his name Muhammad.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the f would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Anyway, Asmongold replied to Hassan. Hassan has said that Israeli settlers were valid military targets and then explicitly said that there are baby settlers. Anyone could look for this clip and find it. You're not mad I said to kids. You're just mad the kids I said to aren't Jews. Man, what even is Twitch in 2026? And this is all just the...
Bro, I don't know what's going on, bro. I wondered to myself, what is Asmongold doing with all his money since he don't do nothing with all his money? He's probably giving it to Israel, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dang, I done knocked my whole shit down. I done knocked my whole shit down, bro. I must have snapped. I must have snapped so hard where my whole shit got knocked down, bro. Hold up. Let me fix my shit. There we go, bro. Hold it. Let me see. Type shit. That's where his money's going, bro. I'm convinced that he was cursed by a witch, and they said, "You will make all this money, but you can't spend none of it." You know what I'm saying? Got him. Dang, I'm knocking everything over. I'm tweaking. Okay, let me lock it.
Aftermath of Tyler Whited Greek stopping Variety.
Civilian casualties and anybody who's not a combatant is a tragedy. It's a horrible thing to have happen, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have borders, and it doesn't mean that you can't make decisions to protect your own people, even if it comes at the expense of other people that are trying to do this in bad faith and use this. And by the way, the usage of people like this as human shields is a war crime in itself.
And that's the problem with leftists. They never take human nature into account. You know, some people are genuinely horrible and will use a child as a human shield.
I don't think that they really care about these kids. They don't.
Yeah, I think the kids probably want to get into the country too. I think the parents want to bring the kids into the country so they can have better lives, I'm assuming. See, I don't know why they're trying to migrate into this country. You know what I'm saying? I imagine it's for, you know, better lives and things of that nature. I don't think they're like, yo, we're about to storm this border, and then we're gonna go in there and we're gonna take out as many people as possible. Cause mayhem. Take everyone out. Because then I don't think you would bring the children, you know what I mean? Like, why would you bring them with you to do that? Type-ish.
Give a shit about them. Like, these are the people, they'll bring kids to an ICE protest. Like, why would you bring a kid to a protest where there's rioting and there's flashbang grenades and tear gas being set off? And the truth is, and there is a reason for it, the reason why they do that is because they want to use these kids and the harm that these kids will inevitably go through because of collateral damage, and they want to use this as a political tool so they can advance their agenda.
Am I like schizophrenic, or is everything he said there just straight up facts? Like, full stop. If you bring your child to a protest, you are a piece of shit.
But when you're advocating for people, the dialogue has broken down, it's gone. Like, there is no dialogue. That's where, you know, even though I didn't like him, that's when people like Charlie Kirk start getting shot. All right? Because the dialogue has broken down.
And I don't want to use a bunch of euphemisms and other types of vague and pacified language to discuss this in a way that is not authentic to its true harm and its true existence, which is what I think that's what it is. And I think that there are definitely criticisms people have of me that are valid, where like I probably do dial it up a little bit too much, and maybe I could use different rhetoric, etc. But I want to let you know that I apologize for nothing. I meant exactly what I said, and I think that these borders should be defended with lethal force whenever it's being invaded.
That's not America. You worry about the wrong ish, bro. Let somebody in a different country try to tell us what to do. You're going to be like, why are you talking about things that got nothing to do with you? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. They got better human rights than you, bro. They got better human rights, better respect for life than you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they didn't just mow down the whole block. And honestly, Asmongold, he want to live like a river troll, you know what I'm saying? Like a bridge troll, you know what I'm saying? And protect the bridge at all costs. You feel me? But I don't really think he about protecting the bridge at all costs. You feel me? Like, I can't even push myself to say things like this if I wouldn't be the person that they say, hey, yo, bro, we about to give you the Gatling. We about to give you the Gatling. Let it rip. And I don't let it rip. I can't even say stuff like this. And I don't think Asmongold would do that, bro. I don't think he would go on the front lines and fight to the death with these people, bro. I really don't. I really don't. So what is he even talking about? You know what I'm saying? If you talking about it, but you wouldn't be about it. And that's why I can't say things like this. I can't say things like this unless I believe it. Unless I think that I would have the gall, you know what I'm saying, to go out there and protect it myself. And he would not. I guarantee he would not. You feel me? Because he won't even walk out his crib. How you saying all this? You an introvert. How you saying all this? You got social anxiety, bro. Like, stop it. I'm tweaking. All right, bro. I hope this video don't get demonetized, bro. Listen, I'm not hating either, bro. I know y'all, the Asmongold, you know, double hand twister 3000s. If y'all made it to this part, just know I'm not hating, bro. I'm just saying, like, he tweaking. I'm just saying he tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Type bitch.
Aided by 40 to 60,000 people at the same time.
I refuse to believe this isn't a bipartisan issue, though, because I think everyone can agree the borders are real and, you know, excessive immigration would be bad. What? Even in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. That was a lot of folk right there. Y'all need to better patrol y'all borders. That's y'all fault. Y'all let it get to this. I don't think y'all should drop a nuke on the beach because of it, though.
Bad things happen when you let an unvetted chud through your border. But anyway, this is Twitch we're talking about. That Asmongold got a 2-week ban, which, you know,
only 2 weeks?
Nobody is shocked other than Kaya.
That many people want to simply appear smart. And one of the easiest way to try and appear smart when you're a stupid person
Is to put on a suit and start LARPing.
is to say horseshoe theory, two sides of the same coin. I'm actually a moderate. I'm actually right at the center of these two different dangerous forms of commentary.
Brilliant. If you're not a radical, you're stupid. You heard it here first. And then, what the even Elon Musk got involved with the Twitch drama. Why does Twitch have this double standard? He means what he says. He even replied to Asmongold's Frogan, one of the known richest people on the planet, and he's unemployed. How?
And I like how people are trying to say that, no. What he said is that enforcing border control is actually what he was going for, and that children should be used as human shields. If that happens, they should get so we can prove to them that shouldn't happen. It's like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this dude has had such insane takes over the past year, and it all comes down to one thing. Asmongold has genuinely just lost his mind. Like, he is actually a maniac.
This dude is so zogged. His first thought on decentivizing child trafficking is to kill the kids being trafficked. He didn't even consider the traffickers. Yeah, dude, I'm sure likening border control to child murder is really gonna get the moderates back to your politics.
And in my opinion, if you don't capitulate...
This whole vid might be cooked, bro. What are we talking about here? This whole vid is fried, bro. Yo, make sure you guys like the vid, bro. Make sure you guys like the vid at least, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole vid is cooked. Deep fried.
To this emotional blackmail, you also don't allow these people to target and victimize these children by using them as baggage and effectively shock troopers in order to accomplish a goal. So, for example, if these kids are being charged as adults, the entire tool that these people were using, you know, these gangs were using of having children commit crimes on their behalf, this tool would effectively be rendered ineffective.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious. Cartels and gangs do use children. That's not a mystery.
But we don't want to do that because it makes people sad to put kids in jail. But from my perspective, the way that I see it, is that it makes me sad to see kids that were abused, that are trafficked, and that are put into these situations because the people that are truly and profoundly evil, the people that know this, know that they can use these children because they can co-opt and use your...
Bro, what are you talking about? Even if they did that and the kids and now you charge them as adults, it'll just be the children in jail. They don't care. They'll put another adult in jail. They don't care. They don't care. So now the children just end up in jail for life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the children are doing hypothetically. You know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, when you get to a certain point, hypothetically, you probably should do life in prison. You know what I'm saying? However, let's say they're trafficking hugs, right? Let's say that, and yeah, and then what you gonna do? Send the children to 25 years in Dagestan? Why you gonna do that? I mean, I guess like it's bad, like what they did and everything, but you giving them life in Dagestan, you going and saying life in Dagestan doesn't actually help them at all. Honestly, it doesn't help anything because they don't care. Like, you wouldn't send them out there if you cared. They're gonna continue to send them out there, and this ultimately doesn't work. So what are you even talking about, brother?
Or morality against you, so they can push their own evil designs.
Like, am I cooked? He's basically saying desperate times call for desperate measures.
The moment you illegally trespass and cross someone's border illegally, you are a criminal. There's not a chance they are criminals. They are criminals immediately by nature.
I, however, am not a criminal. Paimon may be 11, but she's fiction. Not even the state of Texas can prevent me from loving my anime girls.
While this might be a bit of an extreme execution, literally, I do see where Asmongold's coming from. At least his logic seems sound. Subscribe if you're dumb and you still think the horseshoe theory is true.
Yeah, I don't think that was sound. I don't know what WestJet got going either. I don't know if he was being like sarcastic or like, I honestly don't know what he was talking about. But yeah, I think mowing down everyone is not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Better border control, probably. Y'all need to lock in, do it better. You know what I'm saying? But 60,000 people and y'all just saying, screw it, we're gonna nuke the beach. Boom! I think that's a terrible idea. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that should not happen. Honestly, like, okay, if you had better border control, maybe you could have stopped this from happening, or maybe you couldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was too like direct. Like maybe they were too locked in. They know what they were doing. They got 60,000 people to do the same thing. They locked in. You feel me? I'm gonna do some research on why they were, you know, going into that country and what was going on and so on and so forth. Because if they're in a war and they're like dying, and it's either stay where you are and die or try to get into this other country, bro, I'm gonna try to get into the country too. What are you gonna do? Stay and die? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do want to look into it to kind of have a full, you know, understanding of what was going on. But yeah, I think Asmongold, he talk a lot, but he's not with this that he talking. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't even say all those things if I wasn't down to do it myself, type-ish. But anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.